Welcome back to Bruin Sports Radio. Tonight on the St. Joe campus, the Patriots of Jackson Prep play the Lady Bruins in a big district game. I'm Davis Hammond, joined by Audrey Young. So earlier today, we had the girls game on the stream, and the girls lost. Is it 28 to 57? That is still on the screen. I'm gonna take that off. Reset. Reset. But the girls definitely not their best game. Definitely got better towards the end. Kind of figured out Jackson Prep a little bit more than they had originally, but it just wasn't enough to come back. Um, Jackson Prep just kind of outshot them, outran them. Bruins had a lot of senseless errors that definitely caused a lot of problems. A lot of fouls on the Bruins too. Let Jackson Prep drive a lot more than they should have been able to. So definitely stuff that you can really work on now. Um, Going into this next game, Bruins. I do not know Jackson Prep's score, but I know that they're definitely good. I know the Bruins have had one of the best years they've had to start off with a 20-1 record right now going into district play. So definitely a very big deal right now for the Bruins, and looking to definitely build off of this momentum because so far you played a lot of the smaller teams, kind of the lower A teams, not the district teams, but now you're starting to play district teams, and this is where it really shows what type of team you are. Because I mean, it's just like college, or uh, it's just like college sports. You play non-district games against the smaller teams, and it's not to say that these smaller teams aren't good, but it's just to say that you haven't faced these big teams that are going to be deciding if you make the playoffs, if you make good CD in the playoffs, if you win championships. And I mean, it's just a very big deal, these district games. Every single game counts in each of these games. So definitely have to be sharper in these games than you have been all season long. So some of the star Bruin players, you have Joe Anthony and Joe Anthony and Joe Brown, definitely some of the keyer players on the team. And you have Will Andrews, Alan Garrison. Definitely a very stacked team and a very deep team too. Everybody, you can just tell that this team could definitely do some damage in the playoffs right now. And they're a very deep, effective team. They score the ball well. They shoot the ball well. They do all things very well. And Chris Gordon, another player. And then there's a lot of up and coming too. Team won today. They blew out Jackson Prep, winning by over 20. And so that's definitely a huge deal for JV, with that being the future of St. Joe basketball. That is a huge deal for this team. And a few of the freshmen on the team, Noah Sanders, John Harris, and Turner Moody, TK Kennedy, and DJ Magruder. Definitely the future of this team. And then obviously you've had a lot of different players now. This is the first stream of the year for the boys basketball team. So it's definitely a different look for this team than it was last year with a few additions. Joe Anthony, Joe Brown, Zeb, definitely a lot of additions that have definitely helped the team a lot more and set this team up in a very good position to be able to make a run for the championship this year. About a minute till game time. Team is still warming up. Probably a minute, not till game time, but introductions is my guess. So Bruins definitely the look out here. District game. I think it's their first district game of the year. So very big shoes to fill for these Bruins, who are looking to make a deep push into MIS 6A playoffs this year and kind of bounce back from the from the first round exit from last year's playoffs. So Bruins going back to their bench now. A lot of students in the student section today cheer on the Bruins, who have been doing a very good job tonight. A very good job this season, and Prep a very big team, an intimidating team. They have a few really tall players I can see, but we'll see how they fare against St. Joe and how St. Joe fares against them. So here are introductions. I will just kind of stop talking during introductions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to St. Joseph Catholic Schools, home of St. Joe Bruin basketball. And your homestanding St. Joe Bruins. Friendly reminder that the Mid-South Association of Independent Schools recognizes the spirit of the game of basketball, lives in skilled offense, effective defense, and a well-planned strategy. The spirit of this game cannot be maintained unless sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity are our number one priority. Good sportsmanship will be expected from all groups associated with MAIS Athletics, and we thank you for your continued participation.
It's okay.
It's now time to meet our starting lineups, beginning with the visiting Patriots of Jackson Prep. Number 0, Kevin Roberts. Number 1, Demarion Tyler. Number 3, Craig Luckett. Number 5, John Ed Madison. And number 12, Ben Seager. Patriots are led by head coach Jack Allison, assisted by Josh Glidewell and Will Johnson. All right, Bruins fans, get on your feet. It's time to meet your starting five. At guard, number 2, Joe Anthony. At guard, number 3, Chris Gordon. At guard, number 4, Will Andrews. At forward, number 10, Chase Scott. And patrolling the paint tonight, number 12, Dave Olsen.
Hey, getting ready for the tip-off, your starting five is Will Andrews, Zeb, Chase Cox, Chris Gordon, and I think I'm missing somebody. Yeah, Joe Anthony. So here's the tip-off. Zeb, and it gets the tip-off. Chris Gordon starting off, trying to start off fast, passes the ball to Joe Brown. Passes it back to Chris on the right side. Chris pump fakes. Chris gives it back to Joe Brown. Gives it back to Chase up the middle. Chris pump fakes, passes to the side to Will Andrews, passes it down to Zeb. Zeb passes it back up to the top to Joe. Joe passes it to Chase. Chase passes it back. Trying to find something. It's good prep defense. Will shoots a three, and that is good. 4-2. Bruins take an early 3-0 lead. Big start for the Bruins here. Number 12 guarded by Joe Brown. Point guard tries to drive. A good spin move, and that's going to be blocked by Joe. Chase with the rebound, trying to get them off of him. Gives it back to Will to go up. Will pass it down to Chris. Chris pump fakes. Chris looks at Joe's about the free throw line, and that is going to be good for 2. Makes it 5-0 with 7 minutes left in this game, in the first quarter. Bruins starting off quick. Number 1 taking it out now. Pass it out to number 3. Pass it back up to the middle. Gives it off to the right. Can't see because of the ref. Good defense by Chris Gordon. Pass it off to the left, wide open. Gives it back up to the middle, guarded by Chase. Gives it off to the left, number 3, and that three-point is no good. Rebound by Chase Cox. Throws it down. Will Andrews gives that back up to Chris. Chris is going to get back up to Joe. Joe trying to start off the offense now. Joe trying to size up his center. Gives the ball up to Zeb. Zeb dribbles a little bit, gives it back up to Chris. Chris throws it off to the right to Will. Will pump fakes, gives it back up to Chris. Chris pump fakes at 3, shoots a 3, and that is going to be off the rim. Almost rebounded by Zeb. It's going to rebound number 0 on prep. Number 1 for prep, taking it back out as a point guard. Guarded by Chris Gordon. Pass off to the left to number 3. looking. Nobody open. Gives it back up to the middle. Passes off to the right. Drives down the middle. That's going to be passed back up to the up, and it's going to be snuck through, and that is going to be missed on the layup, and then it's going to fall, and then it's going to be rebounded and hit out of bounds by the Bruins. Joe trying to find somebody. Nobody open. He hands it off to Chris. Chris cornered in the corner now. He's trapped. And he is going to be called. I think that's going to be a timeout by the Bruins.
Yeah, I mean, the St. Joe Bruins are fighting really hard this game. After the girls' game, it was kind of a tough loss, but the St. Joe Bruins are really fighting back. A 5-0 lead, that's really great, especially against these huge 6A schools. Like, that's really impressive for us.
Yeah.
And we've been playing really good, strong defense. We just need to keep continuing that throughout the game and keep getting all those rebounds that we've been getting. That's really been helping us out.
Yeah, right now it's really looking like the Bruins are kind of dominating on all steps of the game. Rebounding, doing an amazing job on rebounding. Then shooting-wise, they're doing okay. They missed a few shots, but they're getting the rebounds a lot more. And they're definitely passing it. They're moving the ball very, very well right now. Yeah. And I think one thing they can clean up is they're missing a good bit of their shots. But other than that, just making your shots more and kind of being a little bit cleaner. Joe Anthony pass off to Zeb, gives it back up to Joe. Joe looks for Chase on the right edge. Chase looks like it could have been a travel. Chase tries to pass it, hits off the hands, back in his hands, pass off to Will Andrews on the side, pass it back up to Joe. Joe trying to kind of stall up the offense, slow things down a little, pass off to Chris on the left. Chris passing back to Joe. Joe a little bit of spin move, looking for the basket, shoots, and that'll be good for two. Very nice move by Joe, making it 7-0 for the Bruins with 5 minutes left. Pass it back up to the middle for Prep. Pass it off to the very, very right. And our shot is good for three for Prep. 7-3 to score. Will goes fast. Pass off to Zeb. Zeb dunks it. Oh my goodness. Insane. Backs off to the left. That shot is going to be to the right. Pass it back up to the left. The three-point, and that is going to be off. Could have been a foul. Rebounded by Will Andrews. That Zeb dunk was insane. Chris with the three. He looks like he could have been fouled there, but no foul was called. Rebounded by Prep. Prep going down. Chris trying to stop him, passes him. He drives, he's going to pass it back up to the left, and a three is going to be good again for Prep. Very nice shot right there, making it 9-6 to score after the big Zeb dunk. Chris taking it out now. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter. Gives off to Joe. Joe finds a lane. Gives off to Chase on the edge. Wide open. Chase drives. Chase looks, and that is going to be super duper close. He's going to try to reel it back in there. He's not going to do that. Prep with the rebound. Number 12 for Prep coming back up. Pass it off to the right. Got it by Joe Brown. No, by Will Andrews. There's going to be a foul on Chase Cox down in the paint.
St. Joseph foul goes against number 10, Chase Cox.
Score is 9-6 with 3 minutes and 9-6 with 3 minutes and 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Definitely a very quick start. Low scoring right now, but it's definitely very entertaining. Prep with the throw-in. Going to pass it up to the top. Pass up to left number 13. Going to pass it back up to the top again to the middle. That three-point is going to be not good. Rebounded by Chris Gordon. Pass it up to Joe. Joe going down trying to find somebody. Hit to Will. Will with the shot, and that's going to be no good for two. Rebounded by number 13 for Prep. Coming down now. Gets a strain. He's going to drive. He's going to pass it back to number 33. Very good move by Prep right there. A little bit of a misdirection. Joe, quick start now. Driving fast. Going to do his spin move, and that shot is not going to be good. That'll be hit off the Prep. St. Joe's ball. 3 minutes, 12 seconds left. Bruins up 9-8 right now. A one-score game. Definitely a very physical game so far. Student section very, very full, all on their feet. He's going to pass it off to the left. Chase Cox. Chase is going to pass it up to Will. Will's going to pass it up to Joe. Joe's going to drive a little bit, pass it back up to Will. Will drives a little bit back, passes it to Joe, and that draw is good for Joe. Wow. making it 12-8. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock. Prep going to pass it off to the left, looking down the middle, not going to get it. It's going to throw it back up to the top, and that 3-point's going to be no good. And that rebound is going to be by Prep, and there's going to be a foul on the way back up. Looks like it'll be a shooting foul on St. Joe. Number 0 will shoot the free throws for Prep.
Jackson Prep, number 0, Kevin Roberts.
Two minutes, 40 seconds left. Bruins up 12-8. Number 0 with the shot, and that ball is going to be good, making it a 12-9 game. There'll be a substitution, Jace Harris in for Chase Cox. The shot is going to be good, making it 12-10 your score. Here, 1 second, I'm going to switch mics. And that'll be a foul on Prep.
Number 13, DJ Vaughn.
Joe with the pass in the Chris. Chris passes it to Zeb off to the right. Chase wide open in the middle. That in for 2. Making it 14-10 now with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Prep going down, trying to find something down 4. Pass it off to the top. Going to pass it off to the left, number 3. They're trying to stay up towards the middle, it seems like. They aren't really trying to go to the edge. She's going to pass it off. Just a little handoff. Going back up to the middle. Trying to signal to the left. Number 3 wide open on the left side. Number 0 kind of trying to size up Zeb, and that ball is going to be stolen by Will Andrews, and he is going to be fouled. So Will will go up for 2. Bruins up 14-10. Minute 54 seconds left. Shot is good, making it a 15-10 game. I can dig it.
Number 1, Demarion Tyler. At the line for the Bruins, number 4, Will Andrews.
Here, okay. Prep going down, up 16-10. Gives off to the right, so good move down the middle, and that ball is going to be good for Prep, making it 16-12 with the 2. Joe Brown going down very fast, driving, and that ball, he's going to be called for a travel. Yep, that was a travel all day long. Bruins definitely a lot of fast drives, definitely trying to make it a fast break so they're a little bit caught off guard whenever you do that. And the Prep down 16-12, down 4 minute 28 seconds left. Pass it off to the left, pass it back up the middle. They're staying a lot towards the middle, kills it off to the right. To go down to the edge, number 0, and he is going to be called for the foul. Shooting 2 now, number 0 again. Minute 17 left, 16-12 game.
At the line for Jackson Prep, number 0, Kevin Roberts.
Prep trying to make it a 16-14 game with the shot, and it's no good. Trying to make it a 16-13 game. Minute 17 left, and that shot is good. 16-13 is your score here. Bruins on top. A little bit of substitutions happening. No substitutions. It's on the Prep side. Joe passing in to Chris. Chris trying to find something. Good defense by Prep. Passing off to Will Andrews on the left side. Will going up to the left. Hands it off to Joe. Joe, a little bit of a drive, and he is going to be Prep is going to be called for a push.
Jackson Prep foul goes against number 5.
Foul goes against number 5 for Prep. Chris passing it in, gives up to Will at the top. Will with the shot, and that is going to be no good off the rim. Rebounded by Prep. Prep trying to go down fast. Oh, look, good screen. Zeb's going to get the rebound on his knees. Pass it off to Joe. Joe's going to give it off to Chris. Chris with the 3, and that is going to be off the rim. So close, making it. Rebounded by Will. And that ball is going to be stolen by Prep. Zeb with the one-on-one. Now Joe, and that is going to be blocked by Zeb. Very good shot. And that ball, the pass by Joe on the way back is going to be blocked by Prep off into the stands. 16-13 to score. 31 seconds left. Joe Brown will be passing the ball in now for St. Joe. Chris taking it out. He's going to just hand it off to Joe. Gives it back to Chris on the left side. Chris with the 3, and that's going to be in and out of the rim. Rebounded by Prep. 19 seconds left. Prep taking their sweet time. Guy looking up at the clock. Number 12 looking up at the clock. Guarded by Will Andrews. A little bit of motion. Tries to hit the screen. Looks off to the left. Look for a 3. A little bit of a... Oh, that ball will be taken by Jace. 3, 2, 1. And that shot will be no good. Just a Hail Mary throw by Jace.
At the end of the first quarter, our score, St. Joe 16, Jackson Prep
16-13.
That was an incredible first quarter for the Bruins. I
Friendly
mean,
reminder that
they worked a
are
fast game there.
available. Tonight's
There wasn't
special
any
three-play
hesitation, no
$5
stopping just to think. They just
available
played how
at
they
the
knew they could
concession
play, and
stand.
it turns out well for them. I mean, we're still up 16-13 against Jackson Prep, which is an impressive thing, but we need to keep this momentum and not lose it later in the game. And I think we've been really diligent on rebounding, and we need to keep that up for sure, and work on our shots and work on taking more shots. So we're just, because you have more chances of scoring if you just keep putting up shots, and we just need to keep putting them up. So who do you think our MVP of the night is going to be?
So far, it's looking like Joe Brown. I would say it's definitely looking like him a lot. Joe Anthony? Oh, I'm sorry. I've been getting the... Wait. Is Joe Brown the one who's...
Joe Anthony is number 2 that's been scoring.
The one who's been playing... Oh, I'm sorry. I've been saying it wrong. Joe Anthony. So far, he's had a really good game. That Zeb dunk was pretty amazing. I mean, that was definitely really, really good. And then...
Zeb's had a great game as well.
Yeah, most definitely has had a great game.
Zeb's a flashy player, and he's fun to watch.
Prep going to be passing it in. Prep goes off to the right, grabs at the middle, gives it off again, and that ball, they're going to try to get it up the middle, and that's going to be over the back for it by St. Joe.
St. Joseph foul goes against number 1, Jace Harris.
Prep passing the ball in, gives it off to the middle, and that is going to be good for 2 for Prep, making it a 16-15 game. Chris going down. Gives off to Joe to be the point guard for this play. Seems like to alternate a little bit. Joe trying to look for somebody at the end, and that pass looks like he's trying to go for Zeb down at the bottom. Too much right there. Hit the back. 16-15, 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. Prep going down now. Ooh, little screen pass. What they do is they kind of break off a little bit. They stay at the edge. He's going to get a lane, and he is going to be fouled hard by Joe Anthony. Prep trying to take the lead now. 17-16 is what they're going to try to make it. Number 0 seems like he's been shooting a lot of threes tonight. A lot of free throws, I mean. 0, but the shot. 16-16 game. shot. It'll be no good. Rebounded by Prep. That's going to be a foul on Chris Gordon.
St. Joseph foul goes against number 3, Chris Gordon.
Looks like Prep will throw it in on their side. 7-11 left in the second quarter. 16 all is the score. Definitely a very physical game so far. They pass it up to the top. Gives it back up to the top. Definitely just a little bit of handoff. Going to pass it back up to the top, and that's going to be a travel by Prep. Seems like on the offense a lot, what they do is that they just kind of hand it off to each other up at the top, and then they drive if they see it fit. So that seems like what's kind of been the trend recently for this Prep offense. Joe kind of finds a little hole. Scoop it off to Chris. Chris with a wide open three, and that's going to be off the rim. Trying to get the rebound. Oh, a little fight for the rebound, and that's going to be hit off. Zeb's going to get the rebound. Pass it off to Chris. Chris going down. Chris kind of slowing things down a little bit. Motioning Zeb to give him a screen. Zeb gives a screen. At the middle, at the top, trying to find something. Pass off to Will Andrews to the side. Gives it back up to Zeb at the top. Hands off to Chris in the middle, and that's going to be a foul on number 33 for Prep.
Jackson Prep foul goes against number 33, Cole Allen.
Chris will be throwing it in from the right side. Chris going to pass it off to Joe. Joe's going to right back to Chris. Chris pass off to the left to Will. Will drives a little bit. Tries to find somebody. Passing it back to Chris. Joe, Chris, Will. Will driving. Looks like he's trying to find something, and it slips a little bit. He's trying to get a foul. That ball is going to be taken by Prep. Prep going down now. Has a hole. And that's going to be good, making it 16-18. Prep on top. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. 5 minutes, 54 seconds left. Chris looking a little bit disappointed right now. Chris almost travels. They give it off to Chris to the right. Zeb looking for the shot. Chris is going to take it right back up to the top. Joe drives it a little bit, shoots that ball, and that's going to be good for two, making it 18 all. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. Prep going down, trying to take the lead now. Oh, a little bit of a hard screen. He's going to drive, and that's going to be good. Very nice move by Prep, making it 18-20. A big pass to Will. Will shoots a three, and that is going to be off the rim. Rebounded by Prep, going down 5 minutes left. Oh, hard screen. Pass it off to the left. Catch up to the middle. Will gets the ball. Trying to break off fast. Oh, he slips. He slipped on the floor. That could have been bad. He almost twisted his ankle really, really badly there. Good job at him to get back up. Yeah, they need to get somebody to wax his floor a little bit. That's the second time that Will slipped in 2 possessions. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left. 18-20. Prep is up. Drew dusting off his shoes a little bit. And passes off to the top. Guarded by Zeb. She's going to hand it off again. Tries to go down. And to the right. And that shot is going to be no good. Chris with the rebound. Chris trying to go down fast. Chris going to come back up. Joe with the three, and that's going to be off the rim. Rebounded by number 0 for Prep. Get hand off to number 1, trying to start off a little bit fast, trying to not wait for St. Joe to start. He's going to go back up to the top. That ball's going to hit out. Recovered by Prep, almost by Will. That three-point shot is going to be not good. Zeb swinging his arms a little bit. I don't know why Zeb would have fouled there. Why did Zeb? I don't understand. Zeb kind of tried to do a little bit. He tried to block that ball because that ball, the ball was already gone whenever he fouled him. It was just an unnecessary foul. Prep trying to make it 22-18. First one is good. 18-21. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left. Second one is good. 22-18. Prep on top. Jace coming in for Zeb. That's it. Yeah, it was a 3 shot, so trying to make it 18-23. The third shot is good. 3 for 3 on the free throws. That was very nice free throw shooting by Prep. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left. Bruins down 18-23. Joe trying to look for somebody. Pass it up to Chris, I think. Joe driving to hit the shot, and that's going to be no good. Gets the rebound, though, and it's going to be fouled. Shooting for two. Trying to make it a 20-23 game. 4 minutes, 6 seconds left.
Number 0, Kevin Roberts. At the line for the Bruins, number 2, Joe Anthony.
Joe with the first shot. That'll be good, making it a 19-23 game. Good with the second one, 20-23. 4 minutes, 6 seconds left. Prep going down, trying to maintain this lead and extend it. Pass it off to the left, pass it back up to the top. Drives a little bit, thinks about it, doesn't do it. Pass it back off to the right. He's going to pass up to the very left, wide open, but he doesn't shoot it. Pass it back up to the semi-top. Looks to the right. Pass it in. That ball is going to be stolen by Will Andrews. One-on-one down at the bottom there. Will, a little spin move, and that's going to be good by Will. Very, very nice job by Will. 22-23, 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Prep going down. Tries to find a little bit of lane. Pass it out to the right. Top, finds a lane. Bobbles the ball a little bit. Pass it back up to the right, and that ball is going to be recovered by Joe. Joe going down. Joe down hard, and that is going to be a hold by Prep. Foul on number 1, 3 minutes, 20 seconds left. Bruins down 22-23 on offense here, trying to get this game opened up. Joe passes it up to Chris. Chris going down a little bit, pass it off to Will to the left, pass it back up to Chris. Will pass it off to the right. Joe drives a little bit, shoots a two, and that's going to be good, making it 24-23. 3 minutes, 6 seconds left. Very nice floater right there. Prep down by 1 now, 24-23. Pass it off to the left guard by Will. Trying to look for somebody in the middle, and that is going to be a foul on number 0 for St. Joe. Coach Howell not very happy about that foul. There was too much commotion. I could not see what had happened.
At the line for Jackson Prep, number 12, Ben Segrist.
Free throw is good, making it 24-24. 2 minutes, 51 seconds left. Second shot is good. Jackson Prep takes the lead. 24-25. Pass it off to the right. Joe, a little bit of a trap there. Pass it off to Chris. Chris going down. Gives the ball out to Chris Gordon. Chris looking back, trying to find somebody to get open. Gives it off to number 0. 0 with the shot, and that ball is going to be off the rim. Jace tried to get the rebound a little bit more. Could have been a behind the back. Prep drives it off, shoots a 3, and that is good. 24-28, a wide open 3 right there. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left. Bruins down 28-24. Gives it back up to Chris. Chris to the Will. Will drives a little bit, passes it off to Will. Wide open Joe. Joe pump fakes it. That'll be 2, and that is not going to be good. Rebounded by Prep. St. Joe's side not happy. Prep. So hands it off again, like they always do. Going to go drive, and that's going to be off the side. That's going to be rebounded by Chase. Hard fall down low by Will. Just Joe going down hard, and that's going to be good for 2, making it 26-28. 1 minute, 36 seconds left in the half. And 12, just kind of trying to restart the offense, let it start a little bit. Go off to the right, pass it off to the right. Pump fakes it, screen. He's going to drive a little bit. And hand it off to the left, trying to go up the middle. He's going to have a good shot. He's going to be blocked by number 2. Joe Anthony, very nice block right there. Minute 17 seconds ahead. Bruins down 26-28 after that big Joe Anthony block. Prep trying to throw it in. Dubs it off to the top. Chris pushing off to the very edge. Very nice defense by Chris right there. Trying not to let him drive. Gets a little bit of drive. Gets it off to the right. Goes back up. He's trying to look for somebody. Nobody open. Gives it back up to the top. Gives it off to the right. Wide open three. And that's going to be off the rim. In and out. Chris, 50 seconds up, down two. Trying to slow his roll a little bit right here. Chris. Oh, almost slipped a little bit. Doing a little bit of trick moves. 42 seconds left. Oh, good step back at the shot, and that is going to be in and out of the rim. Prep going down now, up to 34 seconds left in the half. Laying down, taking his time, trying to waste as much time as he can. Trying not to let St. Joe take any lead or tie the game up in the half. They pass it up to the top. Pass it off to the top again. I mean, they just keep on going top until somebody drives, somebody's open on the edge. They hand it back off number 12. 12 trying to find somebody. Zero comes up a little bit. Pass it back up to the top. Pass off to the right. Ooh, number one almost fell, and that's going to be down the middle. And he is going to be fouled at the last seconds. That'll be two free throws for Prep. Yeah, they're going to award them. Uh-huh. Who are you trying to get? We don't, tell them we don't need a halftime. The steppers are performing. We can't talk there.
Kevin Roberts at the line to
The
shoot
steppers are performing. We can't talk there.
free throw.
But Castellano gets an autocut now. Number 0 with the shot. Very, very loud in here right now, and he misses the free throw. With the second shot, trying to make it a three-point game. And he misses that one too to go into the half.
At the line for Jackson Prep, number 12.
I think it was a tech. Another shot, and that one's going to be off too. They missed three in a row. One more shot. All three field goals, all three free throws have been missed. Trying to hit this one really loud here in the gym, and that one is going to be made the final one. 1 out of 4 made by the Prep, making it a 26-29 game. And we're going to step out a little bit. I can talk. Well, you can talk. Wait. Here, mute the mic. Left. No, wait.
Well, it's halftime now, and that was a great start to our game. I mean, the Bruins are just laying down points. Hey. And I mean, we're getting so close. I mean, we really could like win if we just kept our momentum that we had in the first quarter. And we really just need to keep up our spirits and not let ourselves get caught up in the scoreboard and whatnot. But the Bruins are just having a great game tonight. I mean, shots being laid up by everyone. I think my MVP of tonight, um, probably I would also probably go with Joe Anthony, but Zeb was definitely up there for me because of Zeb's incredible rebounds. The rebounds were really impressing me, but then he hasn't been in too much since then. Um, yeah, I mean, this is a huge 6A powerhouse, so the fact that we're pulling through like this really gives, I think it just gives everyone hope for this season. Like, uh,
Minute 40 seconds left before the half ends. Bruins down 26-29, but this game is a lot closer than, well, obviously the score is very close, but this game has been one of the most physical basketball games I think I've ever seen. It has been so, so, so physical. I mean, on both sides of the ball. Prep side, I mean, they've been very, very physical. We've had a really good dunk by Zeb. It's just been a very, very physical game on both sides of the ball.
I mean, you're completely right, Davis. It's been a very back and forth game. I mean, every every play is just, it's so fast because these teams are really a match for each other, and that's a really impressive feat for St. Joe considering our size compared to big schools like Jackson Prep. And I mean, we're playing a great game. These We just need to keep being consistent with our scoring and keeping balls in the air. Just keep shooting because once you get trapped on defense, it's hard to get out of that. So, yeah, I would say the boys are having a very successful game and are really, I'm looking for them to pull through with a win with how well they've just been playing. And honestly, even if they don't win, this has just been such a good game. It's just so fun to watch. I mean, just back and forth every play. They really are a match for each other, these two teams.
So halftime ending now. Team's about to come out having that final huddle between them.
Do I click this?
St. Joe coming out there with their starting five that they had from earlier. Student section standing up. Bruins only down 3 with 8 minutes left in the third quarter. 16 minutes left in the half. Bruins first district game, I think, but it's definitely still a huge, huge, huge district game. Prep coming out here now. Zeb going out there for the tip-off. Zeb in number 0, same matchup it was earlier. Just go in the opposite directions. Nope, never mind. No tip-off. I don't know what I'm talking about. Prep will be throwing it out. Everybody having their final talks, getting ready. Ref's about to blow the whistle, talking to the bench a little bit. 26-29, Prep on top. Prep taking it out. Going down. Tries to look towards the middle. Tries to break him out. Going to go up to the top. Going to pass it off to the right. Grabbed by Chris Gordon. They have a lot of movement. What they do is they come up and then they go towards the goal. Going to pass it up to the top again with the three-point shot, very deep. Going to be rebounded by Prep. And that is just going to be hit out of bounds by St. Joe, out of his hands. Prep ball. Seven minutes, 35 seconds left. Bruins down 29-26. Prep going to throw it up the middle, throw it up the top. Going to find a little bit of spin move. Good move right there, and that is going to be a very nice shot by Prep for 2, making it 26-31. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left. And that'll be St. Joe will be throwing it out now under the goal. Joe throwing it out, gives off to Chase in the left. Gonna throw it up kind of towards the middle to Joe again. Joe trying to find something as pass it up to Chris at the top. Gonna give it off to Joe. Joe drives a little bit, shoots on the free throw line, and that's gonna be a very nice shot by Joe, making it 31-28. 7 minutes left. Prep coming down. Gonna find a lane. Very nice ball. Very nice job by Prep right there, making it 28-33. Will trying to find somebody. Throws a bullet past to Joe. Joe getting caught up a little bit, trying to go down. He's going to kind of slow it down, let his offense get back. Joe going to hand it off to Chris. Chris trying to find something. Nobody's really open. Nobody's really moving either. Gives the ball to Chase on the right. Chase trying to look too. Gives off to Zeb. Zeb looking too. Will with the shot. Two-pointer, and that's going to be off the rim. Rebounded by Prep. Prep going down. Gives it off to the left. That three-point shot, and that'll be good. 28-36. Joe going down. Diving, and that'll be a foul on Prep.
Jackson press foul against number 5, John.
Gets number 5. Joe will throw it out at the top. Joe gonna throw it off to Chris. Chris looking, gives out to the left to Joe. Joe with the three, and that is going to be off the rim. So close. Chase trying to fight the rebound. Doing rebounded by Prep. Wide open man down the field, and that's going to be good. Making it 28-38. Prep up 10 right now. And they're going to get that inbounds play, and that is going to be another two. Make it a 28-40 game. 5 minutes, 21 seconds left. Chase trapped. Trying to find somebody. Dribbles it once. Gives up to Chris. Chris finds some open space. Gets on his side of the half court. And then it's going to be a half. That's going to be a timeout on St. Joe. Prep having a lot of momentum right now.
I mean, the Bruins are still fighting really hard, but I think they just let go for a second. And I mean, the Patriots are just going to take advantage of that as fast as they can and get as many points in as they can. And they really did get quite a lot of points in that short amount of time. So the Bruins just need to keep their guard up, keep their defense up so that this doesn't happen again, and then just stay diligent on offense so that we can continue to keep our points up to match up with this little mistake we had. But we're still doing well. I mean, there's still time to come back. It's only the third quarter. And that is the end of that timeout.
St. Joe come back out now, only getting, I think, 2 points since the half. And Prep's now up 28-40. So you definitely have to get a lot more offensive production right in here. Chris finds a little bit of open lane. Gives it off to Joe. Ball's going to be stolen at the pass, but Joe's going to get that back. That's going to be stolen by Prep before it goes out of bounds. Prep looking down deep, going down pretty fast. Gotta slow it down at the top guard by Zeb. He's going to drive a little bit, pass it off to the top. Going to drive again. He's going to hand it off right to the second, right to the left. And then he's going to try to shoot that ball, and that's going to be a weird shot. Wasn't really ready for that. Trying to look for a pass. Going to pass it up the top. Bruin's not getting any rebounds. That's going to be a foul on St. Joe. St. Joe is not getting any of the rebounds. And that's what they did at the beginning. That really kind of set them apart at the beginning was that they got their rebounds, but now they're not getting any rebounds. Prep's going to pass it up to the top. And he's just going to have a wide open lane. I don't know what Zeb was looking at, but Zeb able to get the stop. Chris going down. Hard lock, and he's going to be blocked, and that ball's going to stay in bounds and stolen by Prep. Prep going down. Hard. So that ball's going to be stolen by Joe. Chris going down now. See what he does, and it's just going to be a simple layup. Making it 30-40. Bruins down by 10. That ball is stolen again by Joe. Bad pass at the tip. That ball's going to be passed. Chris just going to take it off to the side for the three, and that is going to be no good. And Bruins just didn't seem like they wanted to go for the rebound right there. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left. Bruins down 30-40. Good little slip pass to three-point line. He's going to drive. He's going to do a little good move, and that's going to be off the rim. Rebounded by Zeb. Zeb's going to pass off to Chase. Chase is going to pass off to Will to the left. Will finds an open seam. A little bit of push on that ball is going to be hit out of his hands before he shoots. So St. Joe will get it under the goal. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left. 30-40 is the score. Prep up. Will going to be throwing the ball in. Will trying to find somebody, nobody open. He's going to have to pass it up to the top to Chris. Chris going to hand off to Chase kind of towards the free throw line. Chase going to pass it back up to the left to Joe. Joe's going to shoot the three, and that is going to be off the rim. Good job by Zeb to swat that ball off. Zeb with the shot, and that'll be in and out. Prep with the rebound. Pass it off to the deep, and that's going to go up, and that's going to be a slam dunk by Prep. Oh, my. That right there was a big stab in the back to St. Joe. That was a big dunk. 30-42 now, 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Bruins trying to regain this momentum, down by 12. Will trying to do a little bit of something. Will tries to drive, pass it off to the left. Zeb moves off to the right. Chris going to pass it to Joe, kind of towards the left feint. He slips, and that ball is going to go up, and that ball is going to be taken by Prep off the bounce as the air ball. And there's going to be a travel on Prep, but it'll be St. Joe's ball on their side. 2 minutes on the... Two minutes, 41 seconds left, 30-42 is the score. St. Joe going to pass back in, almost went out. Nice save by Joe. Joe driving a little bit, and that's going to be in and out again. 2 minutes, 80 seconds left. Bruins out 42-30. Prep driving now. Going to shoot the ball from mid-range, and that ball is going to be no good. Off the rim. Rebounded by Zeb. Pass off to Joe at the end. Joe's going to pass it back up to Chris. Chris going to pass off to Will. Wide open three for Will, and that ball is going to be no good. It hit the rim. And there's going to be a foul on Chase. Chase is on the ground. Looks like he's just kind of not very happy. Chase, okay. Looked like he kind of had a little bit of stumble though. And Chase is going to be substituted by Jace Harris. 2 minutes, 14 seconds left. Bruins down 30-42. Down by 12. Prep going to pass it off to the right. Going to pass up the middle, guarded by Zeb, and it's a one-on-one, and that ball is going to be blocked by Zeb. Chris with the fast break. Will going down hard. Will 2-on-1, and that ball, he's not going to make it. That ball is going to be saved by Zeb. Zeb, the ball, Joe with the shot, and that is good for St. Joe. Amazing turn of sequence for St. Joe, regaining the momentum, making it 33-42. Minute 47 seconds left in the third quarter.
St. Joe.
Joe Anthony is just pulling through with these points for us. I mean, that was another three-pointer by him, and I get so impressed with that. I mean, really, it's impressive to have such a top scorer like that just in our games. But the Bruins are bouncing back from that tough start to the quarter we had. I mean, we've gotten some points since then, and we've been able to shut down Prep pretty well. They've only scored 2 points since our last time out. So that really shows how far we've been coming. And, I mean, if the Bruins just keep pushing how they were, I mean, like I said before, we're doing it now. We're pushing how we were in the beginning, and it's working out for us. I mean, we're closing them off on defense. Only scored 2 points since our last timeout, and we're running our offense and just doing a good job. Okay. Well, that the Bruins are now going to be re-entering the court, and I mean, we just need to keep pushing the way we're pushing. Prep's throwing it in.
Prep going down 33-42, minute 45 seconds left. Prep goes off to the right, tries to drive it up the middle, pass it off to the left with the shot. Three has been in and out. That's going to be a hard hit off the rebound that we got by Zeb. Zeb going down. No, Joe going down, my bad. Joe gets a screen off of Zeb, and that ball is he's gonna be tripped up, and that is gonna be a foul on Prep.
Jackson Brown foul against number 13, DJ Vaughn.
Chris with the ball. Chris goes off to the left, looks back to the right, gives off to Will, more to the right. Pass it back to Will. Pass it back to Chris. Chris, a little bit of Chris kind of walking back, trying to see what's going to happen. Chris passes it back up to Joe. Joe passes to Will in the corner. Goes back up to Chris. Chris with the three, and that's going to be off the rim. Rebounded by Prep. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Prep going down. Gives it off to the left. He drives. He's going to pass it down to the paint, and that's going to be good for Prep. Making it 33-44. 28 seconds left. Joe. Oh, that was nice by our Prep defense. 23 seconds left. Bruins still getting the ball. And that'll be hit out of bounds for Prep ball. 19 seconds left. Bruins down 33-44. I haven't been able to get, like in these past two times, you haven't been able to get of your own half court. So Prep just kind of holding it up at the top. Looking to have a little bit of a drive. It's going to be stopped though. The reach in by Chris, I don't know how that wasn't called. And that three off the rim. A hard foul. Hard fall, I mean, not foul. Zed. End of the third, 33-44 the score. Bruins letting the game get away from them a little bit, it seems like. Not really being able to get anything going offensively, and every time they do get something, seems like Prep bounces right back with something even better. So Bruins definitely have to really dig deep in this next quarter.
Well, we're coming into the fourth quarter here, Bruins, and while the score's not looking too promising, we still have a chance, and we still have the players, and we still have the talent to win this game if we really work for it. But it's also the stamina and how tired our players are, and how that affects them as well, and how many more players Prep has than us, how many more subs they can put in versus how many we have. And that also goes into it, and that's part of it. That's part of playing these big schools. But we can still push. We can still win this game. We can continue to put our top scorers up there, and they can continue to get us these points if we just, keep pushing.
33-44, last quarter of basketball tonight at the St. Joe campus. Bruins down 33-44, trying for varsity to not get swept today versus Prep. Girls already lost today. Bruin boys trying not to make this a boys loss too. Will going to be throwing it into Joe. Everyone trying to get the momentum back, down 11. Definitely very, very manageable for this one quarter. Joe trying to find somebody, tries to find a little bit of edge. Joe gives off to the right to Chris. Chris goes to the left. Joe finds a little space, shoots the ball into the edge, and that's going to be no good. Rebounded by number 0 on prep. Prep going to run it up now. Pass it off to the right. Gets back up to that's the left. Back up to the middle. Good job by Chris not losing his spot. He's going to drive. And that's going to be an amazing shot. Oh, my. That's an amazing shot by Prep right there. 7:14 seconds left. Bruins on 33-46. Joe pass it back up to Chris. Chris going to pass it off to the left to Joe. Joe going to pass up number 0 in the paint, and that ball is going to be off the rim. Bruins shots are not falling tonight. Prep with the rebound, coming back down. Pass it off to the top. Pass it off to the left again. Grabbed by number 0, and that ball is going to be off the rim. Zeb trying to get the rebound, and that ball is going to be stolen from him at the rim. Making it 33-48. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game. Chris going down now. Pass it off to Will. Will gives it off to the right. And they're just not going to be ready for that. Prep going to get that ball, steal it, and that ball is going to be blocked by Will. An amazing block by Will right there. 6 minutes, 28 seconds left. That should get some life back into this team. Bad throw by Joe, and that ball is going to be blocked by Will. Amazing block right there. Amazing. 6 minutes, 28 seconds left. Bruins down 33-48. Prep can be throwing the ball in, and that is just almost going to be too easy. But the ball's going to be missing. They're going to go back up with it. Number 0, Prep gets the offensive rebound and goes back up for the score. 33-50 is their score. Bruins down. 6 minutes, 16 seconds left. Joe going to pass it back up to Chris. Chris going to pump fake it to the left. Going to actually pass it to the left on a little bit of floating pass. Will pass it up to the left to number 0. Gives off to Will on the edge. Will going to pass up the middle to Joe. Joe going to go in the middle. Shoot. That ball's going to be no good off the rim. Bounce 3 times on the ball. Deep pass. Number 13. And he's going to go, and he's just going to put it right in the goal. 33-52 is your score. Will's going to give it to Joe. Joe going to give it to Chris to the right. Good bounce pass. Chris going to give it off to number 0. 0's going to shoot, and that's not going to be good. Rebound's going to be number 0. Going to come up now. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left. Bruins down 33-52. The good drive by Prep. Going to pass it off to the right with the 3, and that is going to be good for Prep. Making a 33-55 game. 5 minutes, 18 seconds left. Joe up at the top. Good defense. Going to let him drive a little bit. But he's going to be immediately met, and that's going to be number 0. And that shot is not going to be good. Trying to get the offensive rebound. And that's going to be a foul on Prep. 5 minutes, seconds left. Bruins going to get the ball back under their own goal. Bruins down by 22 with 5 minutes left in the game. They're going to have to think of a little bit of magic right here. Joe trying to look to somebody. Going to pass it back up to the top to Chris. Chris drives towards the middle. Just going to shoot the ball up there. That's going to be a very nice shot. Very nice shot by Chris right there. Well, for an and 1. Trying to make it a 36-55 with this free throw right here. 4 minutes, 54 seconds left. Bruins definitely need this right here. The shot is going to be off the rim. Rebounded by Will Andrews. Will going to go back up, and that ball is going to be blocked out of his hands. Rebounded by Prep. Chris with the press. Prep going to go down, get out of it. Going to pass off to the right. Number 13, another 3, and that's going to be off of the rim. And that's going to be almost rebounded by number 5. They're going to shoot the ball, and it's going to be no good, and that's going to be St. Joe's ball. Whistle was called. 4 minutes, 38 seconds left. Bruins down by 20. Joe going to be throwing in the ball now.
Goaltending against the Bruins.
A little bit of talk between the refs. I don't really know what about.
Jackson Brett foul against number 1, Damarian Tyler.
say it was a foul. Now they're going to stop the clock. They stop the play. They say there's going to be no foul on Prep. Coach going to throw it. No, Joe going to throw it into Chris. Chris finds over the edge. Nice move to get to Will. Will going down hard, and that ball is going to be off the rim. No good. 4 minutes, 28 seconds left. Bruins on 35-55. Going down now. Will trying to press a little bit. Guy gets past him. Trying a little bit of a weird pass right there. Still working nonetheless. Going to pass it off to the right. St. Joe going to pass it back up to the top. Give it back up to the top again. I don't know what to say. Hand it off. Going to give it off to the edge with a three. That's going to be no good off the rim. Rebounded by Joe Anthony. Joe going to go down hard. Going to float it up to Zeb. And he just missed it. Prep with the rebound. Going down hard. Going to pass it back up. Going to drive now. He's going to pass back up number 12. 12 for the three. Zeb with the foul. Zeb hit it all on. Zeb was trying to not say they didn't hit him. Zeb definitely hit him. Oh no, they're going to call it a travel on Prep. Did not see. I thought he initiated a shooting foul. So it'll be St. Joe's ball. 3 minutes 46 seconds left. Bruins down 35-55. Joe going to let the ball roll up the half court. Give it off to the left. Give it back up to the top. Joe going to pass it hard to Will in the very, very corner. Going to pass it back up to Zeb. Zeb's going to pass it back to Will. Will going to drive a little bit. Will going to give to Joe through the paint. Joe going to shoot back up to Zeb. Zeb with the three. Off the rim. Rebounded by Prep. 3 minutes, 24 seconds left. 35-55 is your score. Prep's just going to throw it off to the edge. Going to give it back. Give it back to number 13. Give it back. Number 2. Good defense by Chris Gordon. 2 finds a seam, though. It's going to give it off to number 0 on the edge, and that 3 is going to be good, making it 35-58 with 3 minutes left in the game. They're going to Joe with the 3, and that is good for Joe. 38-58. Bruins down by 20. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left. Prep going down now. Bruins down by 20. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. Going to give it off to Prep. Prep finds a seam. Going to give it off to the edge, and that should have been a foul, but it was not. Prep gets the rebound, though. Puts it back up, making it 38-60. Bruins down by 22. 2 minutes, 26 seconds left. Will with the 3, and that's going to be an air ball. Rebounded by Prep. Prep. Oh, that would be a push-up on Prep. Sorry. Foul against number 4, Will Andrews. Chris Gordon going to come out the game. Prep at the top. Trying to keep this lead and make it even bigger. Gives it off to the left. Gives it back up to the right. Gives it back up to the left. It looks like Prep's just trying to kind of waste a little bit of time now under the 2-minute mark. Going to give it back off to the left. Back up to the right. I mean, they're just keeping it all out here. Just trying to, just wasting time right now. Gives back up to the left, same position again. Get back up to the right. Looks like trying something to get on to the paint. Give it off number 0. This ball is going to be tipped by Joe Anthony, even though he's going to get the ball back. And that ball is going to be good on the layup by number 0. 38-62, a minute, 28 seconds left in this game. St. Joe goes to drive. That's going to be good for Joe Anthony, making it 40-62. Minute, 15 seconds left. St. Joe pressing right now. Going to throw it up, get out to the press. And he's going to have a wide open shot for the 3. He's not going to take it. He's going to pass it back up to the top. We'll throw it off to left, number 2. Double team by Will and Zeb. He's just going to kind of dance around right now. Pass off to the right, and that's going to be a foul.
St. Joseph fouls against number 0, Trey Williams.
Going to be on Trey Williams. 51 seconds left. 51 seconds left. Bruins down 62-40. Number 3, guarded by Will. A little bit of moves. Going to give it off number 2. Just give it back, number 3. Same spot he was in second there. They just keep on going up to the top. Looking, that ball's going to be hit out by Trey. Trey, that throws the ball deep, and that ball's going to be caught by Will. Will with the drive, and that's going to be off the rim. Will's not had a lucky night, but he's going to get that rebound. He's going to throw it back up for the score, making it 42-62. 19 seconds left in this game. Prep is going to take the win. See what the final score is, though. Prep just kind of keeping the ball right now. I'll be surprised if they score again. Up no, he's going to go back up. That ball's going to be rebounded by St. Joe. 6 minutes left. One final shot for tonight's game, and that ball's going to be taken. Jace with the shot, and that's going to be no good. Making it. That is your final score, 42-62. I'm Davis Hammond.
I'm Audrey Young.
And good night, St. Joe.
Good night, St. Joe.